guys, what's going on? Gaming Jake here. In this video, I'm going to be analyzing, I don't know if that's the right term or not, but analyzing the Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue Trailer E3 2016. God, that's a mouthful. Trailer that we got just the other day. I've already done my reaction and everything to it, and I really like it. I feel like Square, they gave us what we needed and what we wanted right when we expected it, but I mean, like, not in the way that we got it. Like, you know, sometimes Square, they like to troll, so, you know, they'll probably just give us some concept art or maybe a trashy trailer or news, but they didn't do that. They gave us a legitimate trailer for Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Chapter Prologue, and then they hinted Kingdom Hearts 3 at the end for this winter, which is really cool. I'm super hyped for. And speaking of this winter, this December actually is when 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue is supposed to come out worldwide. So that's pretty cool. That means that we're all getting it at the same time. Japan getting 2.5 years early, and then by the time we get our version, they already have their final mix. So I'm going to be watching it here, and as I'm watching it, I'm going to pause it as well. So basically what I'm doing is I'm recording a recording. Yeah, that's going to end up perfectly well. I know it is. But yeah, so visit www.espr.org for rating information. I've muted the sound just because of why not. So this is obviously just the Dream Drop Distance stuff. I'm actually going to go ahead and skip this. There's nothing new from that, just except for I don't think there's any gameplay actually shown. Maybe just like gameplay clips, but like none involving the command menu or anything. So that beard though. So let's actually just scoot on ahead right here. Okay. So, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage. My English is not my native language, just kidding, it is. Alright, so here we have Aqua standing outside of the Castle of Dreams, and this is taking place after the events of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Final Mix, Aqua's story. At the end of that, Aqua is seen in the Realm of Darkness outside, or out in the far mountains, a long ways away from the Castle of Dreams, which this is. So Cinderella's world, pretty much. This place looks really great. At first, for the very first time when I saw the Castle of Dreams, I was like, how on earth is that Cinderella's world? Why is Cinderella's world in the Realm of Darkness? It always confused me. And I still think we don't have that answer, unless, like, Heartless just swallowed up Cinderella's world. I mean, that could happen because sometimes, you know, the Heartless and the Darkness, whatever, from the Kingdom Hearts universe, they sometimes take over worlds and they just arouse them, or not arouse, but, you know, they just swallow them up, and then poof, they're in the Realm of Darkness, and they become the Realm of Darkness. So, yeah, here we have Aqua outside of the Castle of Dreams, and there's a bridge with a bunch of lanterns, not really a whole lot to look at here, although, as we can see, I'm going to use my mouse, because I just realized I can. Right here, and here, we see these, like, air wave things? Air wave things. Now, they're not really... It's not smoke, because there's no fire around. I mean, the only fire, I guess, would be in the lantern, but then we'd see more smoke because there's a lot more lanterns. So, I want to say it has something to do with the Realm of Darkness, just the dimension itself. Similar to that of the Pokemon Platinum, the dimension where you were walking around trying to catch Garatina, and everything was like twist and turned, like the rules of physics, everything of physics were denied. They were all changed and altered. So it's very possible that the Realm of Darkness can follow the same steps, to where gravity doesn't work the same, time and space don't work the same. It exists outside of that. So, or it exists in a whole different time span. So like 8 years in the Realm of Darkness can be 2.5 minutes in, you know, the real world. Just an example. So that's just a little detail to the atmosphere, that it's not normal. It's obviously not normal. So let's continue here a little bit. Okay, so here there's an earthquake. Beautiful effects and everything. There's an earthquake here. The ground is collapsing as the clock advances, and Aqua actually explains that in just a moment. However, I don't have sound for this. I do have the sound. I'm just muting it. That way it doesn't overpower me. But as the sound moves and goes quicker, the changes are made to the Realm of Darkness. So Aqua jumps up and saves herself. And actually, I believe I just saw something right here. So as we saw just a minute ago, okay, here, what's the time span here? 54:18. Okay, so as we see here, the bridge to the Castle of Dreams collapsed, and she has to obviously make her way back some other route. and then there's the gate and everything to the Castle of Dreams. And then back here, it's a whole lot more dark. There's lights and everything. It looks to be like Heartless eyes, so maybe a swarm of Heartless, or maybe a few Dark Side, all the way over there. But it seems to be that see here, she only seems like, it honestly looks like a 5-minute walk. However, if we look closely, the lanterns move around, they move to the right. So then the path would move to the right, and then again to the left. So it looks to be as if the path just goes straight up to the doorway. However, that's not the case. It does take an alternative route to the right, and we actually will see that coming up in just a few minutes, or a few moments, or whatnot. So there again, the bridge collapsed, the clock's advancing, etc., etc. Again, we're back here, bridge collapse and everything. Yeah, so she's got to make an alternative route to get there. Okay, here, see, there's the route I was talking about to the right. However, here there's a lot more forest in between Aqua and the Castle of Dreams, rather than there was in the first 2 clips. So maybe there's multiple bridges with multiple different earthquakes occurring at different times. Now again, pay attention to this right here on the right. More of that atmospheric change that I was talking about. This just looks like more of which crystal more than anything. It doesn't really seem the exact same sort of smoke that we had here. It doesn't look to be the same. However, it could be like a follow-up, and I skipped way too far. So this is really cool. This next part right here. So first off, as Aqua's walking through, we see this auto lock on the lamp, which means that she could attack it if she wanted to. As she's sliding down, we can see right here where this crack is when the bridge actually starts tilting, and that's when she starts sliding. So it's going to have an environmental atmospheric to where the player can obviously interact more with the atmosphere, similar to that of Assassin's Creed, how you can freely run on walls, jump on buildings, etc. So, all it takes is a click of a button, or not even that. You just literally run into the wall, or run on the bridge, and you go up the wall or down the bridge. Anyway, so as she's sliding down here, attack is still available. Magic and items are not. So, I just thought I'd like to point that out, because you cannot use magic and items apparently when you're sliding down. So, yeah, we have auto lock on the lamp as we see the fallen bridge and whatnot. Okay, so that's more of a background than anything. I thought it was like right here in the corner, but no, that's more of a background with the crystallized and everything. We see another gate down there where there appeared to be the bridge looping all the way up here, which is pretty cool. All these little blocks remind me of Knack from the video game. But anyway, so again, she's sliding down, which means it's an environmental thing, which is really cool. And another auto lock on that. So, I love this gameplay, I really do. And then here we have Aqua jumping off the building, doing that Assassin's Creed, and then rolling back down on the ground, which in my opinion is really cool. Let me zoom back over to that real quick. Okay, so here we have, if the Realm of Darkness is portraying itself as Cinderella's world, as Castle of Dreams, well, then honestly, this is the town this is the town Aqua and Terra, where they moved around within the events of Birth by Sleep, which we didn't actually get to enter the town as much as this. Honestly, I think we just entered a building or two, like out in the middle of the woods. But this is an actual town. A lot of people think that this whole thing in the Realm of Darkness could actually be Daybreak Town by the causes of the Keyblade War. However, there's also speculation about about Daybreak Town becoming Radiant Garden and then becoming again into Hollow Bastion and then again into Radiant Garden. So 3 alterations of Hollow Bastion, or this is Daybreak Town. I honestly think it's more of Cinderella's world, because Daybreak Town has brick. I mean, like, just the style and the coloring of Daybreak Town, it's more colorful. It's like a light blue, and there's more brick buildings. Here it's a bunch of wood, which is perfectly fine. I mean, it could be effects of the Realm of Darkness, just like darker color schemes. But I personally think that this is Cinderella's world, if that really is Castle of Dreams, and I'm pretty sure it's Castle of Dreams. Whether it's been confirmed or not, I personally do not know. If it has, then that pretty much confirms this as Cinderella's world. So she does the cartwheel thing, or she jumps backwards, I think. Maybe. It looks like she's jumping backwards. And as she's in the air, her attack, magic, and items are all blacked out. So she's not really jumping. She's more of which cartwheeling off of the building and mid-air. So yeah, however you want to think about that. And then as she's falling here, her command menu lights up again. So unlike other Kingdom Hearts games, though, this Birth by Sleep 0.2 only has 3 command selections: attack, magic, and items, rather than the usual 4, whether it be attack, magic, item, summon, or drive. Now, in the Realm of Darkness, I personally want to say that it's hard for your heart to connect to others. That would be for summons. And I guess dry forms, Aqua doesn't have the ability of dry forms that we know of. And she's also using Ericus's Keyblade. So that's a cool notice. I just now noticed that rather than her own. But as she falls down, man, I can't speak. She does a little cartwheel sort of thing. Again, more of an environmental thing. And as she's rolling, her menu selection is still lit up. So guessing she could stop midway in the roll, attack, magic, or use items. But anyway, so continuing on, there's a small little clip here where it says gears 1 out of 5. So maybe she's trying to rebuild a building or a bridge, and she needs gears to make it work. And she's apparently going straight into battle against. Will we see? Oh yeah, Heartless. There's one right there. Ooh, I think one's already formed and one is forming right there. So that's pretty cool. Now we're straight into the middle of the town square. I almost forgot what it was called. And there's that Heartless right there that I was talking about, the one with the flame, not even like 2 frames ago. Right there, with the sort of fiery looking hair, or head. And there it is, right on top of the fountain. So Aqua jumps up. There's Firaga, Blizzaga, Thundaga, and Kiraga. Looks to be going for Blizzaga with the icy feel to it, obviously. HP of the Heartless up at the top right. Gears are still there, though, with the focus bar at 1. Magic is partially used because of the use of Blizzaga. HP's full, and it seems to be a high-leveled Aqua, with the HP being that high. Maybe, maybe not. But, so here we have also Spell Waver. I think that's the name of it. I can't really read it from here. Spell Waver, 29%. So that's not necessarily a shot lock. It's more of which the command thing, where if you do a command so many times, then for a short period of time, all your melee attacks will be attribute based of the magic that activated this. So she used Blizzaga, which activated Spellweaver. I don't know if that's right. I think it's right. Spellweaver. Blizzaga activated Spellweaver, so now whenever she does melee attacks after she activates Spellweaver, they will be sort of ice-based attacks. So that's sort of the same. That actually is the same with Birth by Sleep, with Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. I forgot the actual term for it. It's not shot locks. It's command something. Command style, maybe? I don't know. It's been a while since I played BBS. But so continuing forward, she falls down again with the Castle of Dreams in the background. So yeah, Castle of Dreams in the background. So maybe after trying to approach the castle, maybe after trying to approach the castle with the bridge falling, she had to retreat, go back to town, and find the gears, whatever they may be for. So let's skip on ahead. She falls down and attacks with not Spellweaver. Looks like Thundaga. No, that's a high-powered Thundaga. That is, wow, that was powerful. Maybe that was with Spellweaver's power boost as well. So here we have the Heartless Swarm, which is very interesting to me because this is the enemy that we first encountered in Kingdom Hearts 3 with the very first trailer shown. So to me, that's very cool how they're bringing it back because that left a lot of fans curious, me including. So here she's actually fighting it with Ericus's Keyblade. So the difference between the Swarm of Heartless, it's just a bunch of shadows between regular shadows, is mainly, of course, they're all swarmed together, and their eyes are bright orange rather than just the blanked yellow. Let me give you an example. There is the yellow from a regular shadow, here's the orange from the Swarm. So it may not actually be regular shadows swarming together, they might be altered shadows, maybe, I don't know. But of course, these shadows, I want to say these shadows might be weaker than regular shadows if they're not banded together. So maybe that's how they can tell one another apart, say like, hey, you my orange homie, we're gonna team up. So I don't know, they just don't like the yellow-dyed ones, I guess. But they look bright orange like a pumpkin. So here we see Aqua. If she were to go straight here after defeating the Swarm, she would end up back at the Castle of Dreams. The bridge does not appear to be broken here. So maybe this fight scene takes place before the bridge collapse, or maybe she's already fixed the bridge some way, somehow. Excuse me. Also right here, the focus bar is completely maxed, and we have the information tab at the top. The Swarm of Heartless here seems to have 3 bars of life and about a quarter, or maybe that's full. Okay, so about 3 bars of life. And auto lock on the Shadow, which has a measly maybe 20-30 HP. And it's slowly dying. Back on the Swarm with Spellweaver activated. Yep, there it is. Attack is completely out, magic's completely out, items completely out. Spellweaver, this is its finishing move. After you use a combo, then you can use Spellweaver's finishing move, which is this swirl thing. Birth by Sleep stuff. If you haven't played Birth by Sleep, then this probably, the command style of this game is a mix between Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 2. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting for me. I'm going to like that. So continuing on a little more. She is talking to the stars. I actually am going to put the thing here, right here, the audio. Okay.
To spend one more night beneath the stars with my best friends.
One more night beneath the star. One more night under the stars, beneath the stars, with her best friends. And she's doing it again. Doing what again? Exactly. So, this, I think I figured this out. What exactly she's doing. Not even like two frames, 2 seconds after, we hear and see Terra's body walking down the stairs. Aqua is startled, and she turns immediately around. So this, I want to say, is her first time encountering Terra in the Realm of Darkness. Is this Terra? I don't think it is. Is it Terra Nord? I don't think it is either. I think Aqua is possibly hallucinating Terra. And this is maybe another time hallucinating one of her friends, because she said, I'm doing it again. Maybe she's hallucinating another time. The thing to disprove that theory is that she says, I'm doing it again, before she sees Terra and before she acts startled. So, I don't know, maybe she's like feeling lonely and she told herself you can't do that, and then she does, and then she's like, you're doing it again, and then here's Terra walking down the staircase of what seems to be the Castle of Dreams. So, maybe she's done with the Castle of Dreams, maybe she's leaving, going on to the next world enclosed in the Realm of Darkness, or maybe she's just going to wander, and here comes Terra. The conversation doesn't go any farther, however, which is a big disappointment, and then that's pretty much all the stuff for the Birth by Sleep 0.2 section of the trailer. Really interesting in my opinion. I really am looking forward to 0.2. If I could do a Let's Play, I would. I currently can't and probably will not be. Only Let's Plays I can really do are the ones downloaded on my computer, thus being Soul Silver, Dueling Network, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. I have a bunch of different games downloaded also, although I'm only going to do one Let's Play at a time. So after I get finished with Soul Silver, which will be taking a while, I will be doing possibly not another Pokemon. Pokemon takes way too long. But maybe another short Let's Play. Anyway, guys, so that was the Birth by Sleep section. I might do backstory because there's a lot of info for backstory. Like, maybe a little too much for me to cover. But I definitely will try to get that out possibly tomorrow. But anyway, guys, so thank you all for watching. This is Gaming Jake logging out. Peace.